And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Mike Bibby.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Christie is out there with Bibby. Then there's Divac. Then it's Weber, and it's Turkoglu in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Rick Adelman. The Kings trail by 17. Christie with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Pippen against Christie. Here's Divac. Oh, and the jam by Divac.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Pass to Weber. Now Bibby. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Turkoglu dishes to Divac. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Nice form on the 20-footer. Turkoglu's got his third basket of the night.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Kings trail by 13. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Christie. Here's Turkoglu. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Weber lays it up and banks it in. Weber's got 12 in the game.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts. That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's Divac missing. Chicago leading by 11. Here's Rodman. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. He's got 12.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And here's Bibby. 16 points for him. Here's Divac. And he banks in the layup. Divac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And the Bulls call timeout here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Jackson is checked in for Bibby. And Chicago also making a switch. Dinwiddie is checked in for Michael Jordan. Bulls leading by 11. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Pass to Longley. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Jackson.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And Rodman with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it's Sacramento's ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Turkoglu. On the wing, Christie. 6 to shoot. And the shot is long. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 13-point game. Dinwiddie wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 6th assist on the night.
And not the easiest three. Dinwiddie full of confidence from the corner.
Dinwiddie's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Now Christie. 5 points in the game. Here's Weber. Here's Divac. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Divac has got 10 points. On the wing, Rodman. Pippen, the pass to Longley. Back to Pippen. To the inside. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. And the Bulls, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
On the wing, Christie. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Chicago leading by 17. And it's Pippen with the jam.
This is a big-time game for Scottie offensively thus far. He's setting a high bar for the rest of the guys on that end.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Turkoglu. And here's Divac. Christie with it. Back to Divac. Misses off the left iron.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here's Pippen. Here's Longley. Here's Rodman. Dinwiddie kicks to Rodman. Here's Longley. And the shot goes in. Longley's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
And the Kings making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Kukoc is checked in. Christie against Dinwiddie. Vanderbilt, the pass to Jackson. High quality look, and he sinks it.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Deep 2 from Pippen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Pippen. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And Sacramento has possession. Christie the pass to Vanderbilt. No good from Turkoglu. Here's Chicago. Outside, Kukoc. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Dinwiddie kicks to Kukoc. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Assist from
Kukoc has got 11.
Dinwiddie.
Love the assertiveness from Kukoc, a valuable offensive weapon for this team.
Jackson finds Christie. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Third personal
His
foul.
agility makes
First
Pippen
team foul.
so dangerous inside. He can
Shooting
create
for Chicago.
contact while also
Scottie Pippen
being able to get
at
the
line
shot
for
off.
2.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Pollard, he's checked in for the Kings. Wallace comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. Stolen by Pippen. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And it's so nice to see Dinwiddie in a scoring groove like this. He's making an important contribution on offense.
Jackson passes to Wallace. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Harper. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys?
Appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. It's good. Kukoc has got 4 this quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Wallace. Defended by Pippen. And the layup's good off the glass. Pippen's got 21.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says, you can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Here's Christie. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. Jackson, that's good.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Back to Pippen. And it's sent back by Wallace. And he gets it back. Three-pointer, Kukoc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jackson against Harper. Kings moving the ball around. Pollard passes to Wallace. Here's Christie. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Kukoc gets the bucket.
Oh, the big fella from Croatia, Toni Kukoc, on fire.
55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson drives in, stolen by Pippen. Harper with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Dinwiddie kicks to Harper. Up top, Pippen. He's got 21. On the wing, Kukoc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Chicago foul. Toni Kukoc.
Both teams changing it up here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And the rejection by Pippen.
Elite at both ends. Pippen sees the play develop, and then the perfect timing on the block.
PJ Tucker.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. 20 feet out. He can't get that one.
Foul. Scott Pollard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Jordan, that's for and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Your Kings.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And taken away by Brown, so with Jordan on the bench. This is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Burrell. Kerr is out there with Brown. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Klein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brown. It's rebounded by Mike Bibby. Bibby's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Fires the 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Jordan's checked in for the Bulls. Bibby's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. Pass to Kerr. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Here's Klein. Guarded by Weber to the paint. It's stolen by Smith. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Burrell. Jordan, that's for 2. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. 6 on the shot clock. That's good from Bibby on the assist by Wallace. Bibby's got 21.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Jordan against Smith. Shoots it. And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now, here is Weber. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to Klein. Kerr kicks to Jordan. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. 19 points for Jordan.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Bibby passes to Wallace. Here's Weber. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tucker finds Jordan. Good.
Michael
Jordan's got 6 in the quarter. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Here's Burrell. After Chris Webber's score, here's Klein. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Wallace, the pass to Weber. And that one hits back iron.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls. Luke Longley, Dickie Simpkins, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Kerr against Bibby. Over Kerr. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And here are the Bulls now. Pass to Burrell. Here's Simpkins. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Dinwiddie. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And a long combo guard, Dinwiddie can use that 6'5" height inside like a bigger player.
Here's Bibby. Wallace up on top. And he lays it straight in. Wallace has got 4 this quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Here is Bibby. Following the basket by Michael Jordan.
And from the mid-range, Bibby, very consistent. You really can't give him that kind of space.
Here's Jordan. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
You got to be in control when you go to the rack, and he was not. You can't just run guys over.
Christie, he's checked in for the Kings. Wallace kicks to Divac. Bibby against Harper. To the middle. Here's Wallace. Pass to Weber. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Sacramento with the ball. Here's Christie. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Here is Bibby after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Wallace. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Weber. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Weber's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Christie the pass to Wallace. And here's Divac. Pippen with the steal. Here's Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Out to Wallace. Here's Weber. That's good from 17 feet away. Weber's got 22.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
They grabbed their own miss. The shot's good from Jordan.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harper against Bibby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Funderburk, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Bulls also changing it up. Kukoc, he's checked in for Rodman. Kerr comes in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for Ron Harper. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
for T-shirt time!
And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Scottie Pippen.
And I just love how assertive he's been at the offensive end tonight. That's really come across in his passing. He's been decisive, knowing just where to go with the ball and making some great feeds. The D hasn't been able to figure out what to do against this guy.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3.
Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
That one falls.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Pippen. Over Wallace. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Weber. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Christie with it, defended by Kerr. Christie kicks to Bibby. Wallace the pass to Weber. Back to Wallace. Now, here is Bibby. 4 on the clock, and it goes down 2 points. Weber's got 12 now in this quarter.
And Weber, always a guy that can score the basketball. And once he gets going, it is tough to slow him down.
Now, here's Kerr. Trains it from beyond the arc.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Funderburg. Pass to Bibby. Shoots over Brown. Bibby misses.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And that one drops for him.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for the Bulls, Luke Longley. Taking
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Shoots off the step back. Christie can't make it. Here's Brown. Count it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time.